r/AskReddit by routinereddit. What's the dumbest thing you've ever heard? My younger cousin, boy, in Bangladesh got bitten a monkey, somehow. My uncle, not the cousin's dad, genuine was worried that would make him pregnant. Some weird old ancient folktale. He genuinely believed it. I can't even with that amount of stupidity. Which would make him a monkey's uncle. I was in a college class, and we were talking about agriculture. Me being from a farming town, I was explaining how important certain aspects of farming are interesting and super important. This one student was not budging, and she was refusing whatever I was saying. I asked her why she was so against farming, and she said I think we should get rid of all of them. We don't need them. I asked her if she liked to eat, and she said we would be fine. We could just get food from the stores. I asked her how she planned on getting that food into the store. She responded with, well, they already make all the food in the store as it is, right? Why do we need farms? They're stealing money from our local businesses. So in a nutshell, she thought everything, flowers, fish, chicken, loaf bread, and like everything, was made in the stores, and that's why we don't need farms. I've read a lot of stupid things in this thread, but this one wins. Just how is that even logistically possible? Are all stores portals to extra farm-sized dimensions? It was even better when she asked, well, how does the food get there? Then I had to explain why semi-trucks were on the highways. If you have sex with a pregnant girl, you can change the biological dad to you. We went to a prestigious school and he wasn't dumb. Everyone looked at him like an idiot. You reminded me of my friend in high school who thought having sex while pregnant causes twins. Leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you are enjoying the video. Had a friend over years ago, and we were talking about my plasma TV. He said that he would never buy a plasma TV because he didn't want to have to replace the plasma when it ran out. I didn't correct him. I thought it would be best if he didn't buy a plasma TV. Somewhere in the near future, man, dang, Harlow TV ran out of plasma again. I'll have to run down to the Costco to buy more plasma canisters. They've really gone up in price ever since the human dolphin war. My brother used to be a park ranger. One time a lady asked him how long it took for a deer to become a moose. He said about 7 years. Right after it reaches level 34. Unless you spam the B button. I used to work in a grocery store and this elderly woman said, 25 cents a pound? I can get them 4 pounds for $1 at Safeway. Did you work at Safeway? This place sucks. Safeway is so much better. Ma'am, for the last time, you are at Safeway. Someone giving their 1-month-old infant a bottle full of juice and water because her mother said to her, also denying the professional nutritionist that told her that's bad for a baby. Another baby, under 1 year old, whose mom puts soda in a bottle because the baby likes it. I don't think people realize how actually life-threatening it is to give their own children these things. And the fact that they don't put an ounce of research into what they give their kids, or listen to the professionals telling them what they're doing is wrong, just makes me so angry. I used to work for WIC. I would educate the families about nutrition for moms, babies, and kids up to 5 years old. I've seen this kind of stuff before. Drove me crazy. Yes, you're right, they don't realize how bad it could be, hence the educating part. But then there's the ones that don't care. Arg. Worked for WIC too. The worst one we had was a young mama who thought adding more water just made more formula. Her 6-month-old looked about a week old and couldn't even cry. It took almost 2 hours to explain to her that more volume does not equal more nutrition. I loved that job so much, but it was hard to be full of compassion and understanding every single day. I bought a Venus flytrap for my desk at work. One of the women who works in ours came over to my desk and stared at it for a long time looking confused. Eventually she asked, where are its eyes? Time to stick googly eyes on it. My mum once asked if they had wind in Canada. Canadian here, can confirm we have wind. We have to make it ourselves though. Particularly today, not enough people are blowing, so the wind is pretty slow. My friend thinks that hibernation is a hoax because she's seen pictures of bears in the snow. The first picture she showed me was of a polar bear. This is amazing, because what would be the point of a hibernation hoax? Big Bear is taking you for a ride, my friend. That sounds like great fun. I know a bear who is into first timers. Going to have to bring your own chaps though. Freshman English class, we were reading Lord of the Flies at the same time the movie Alive, about a soccer team's plane crashing in the Ants Mountains, came out. Since both were about groups being stranded, and the politics/society building that results, we were discussing the movie in class one day. When discussing their resorting to cannibalism as they remained stranded on the mountain, this one girl asked, why didn't they just order Domino's or something, and have it delivered? The proper response should have been only Pizza Hut delivered to that location, and Pizza Hut is trash. When I did tattoos, I had a guy come into the shop that wanted Mr. 113 on his wrist. Not really all that out of the ordinary. We get it drawn up, my coworker placed it, and she starts to do the tattoo. As soon as she starts, the guy screams in pain and jumps up. What the heck is in that thing? Is there a needle in there? That stuff hurts. What? This guy was in his 30s or 40s. How do you not know how tattoos are done? He said, I don't know. Just thought it was some permanent ink or something. The guy went outside for almost an hour to smoke, and I guess hype himself up. He got the outline done at least, but couldn't take the pain anymore, and didn't get it filled. Still can't believe he didn't know tattoos were done with a needle. Aren't tattoos just lick, stick, and peel? Also scratch and sniff, if I'm not mistaken. Only if they are infected. Sorry, not sorry. Trying to do an intervention for my friend who was using meth. It was just me doing the intervention because he had alienated/stole from everyone else who ever cared. Anyway, it all started when he was showing me a video on his phone of him smoking meth in a car with some other meth head. I swear on my life this is a real conversation that happened. Him, I wasn't smoking meth. Me, you literally, just now, showed me a video of you smoking meth. You even used the words I'm smoking meth in the video. Him, no, but I wasn't smoking it. Me, you held a pipe up to your mouth, sparked a lighter, and inhaled smoke. It was all on the video you just now showed me. Him, it wasn't smoking, because it doesn't count if you inhale it through your nose. What the freak? Well then you're wasting it, which is even worse. A girl I used to work with was pissed that her boyfriend only bought me 12 roses. He wouldn't even go out for a dozen. What a jerk. Maybe her parents were bakers. Real talk, you're getting silver just because I laughed harder at this than anyone legally should have. Is African a religion? Obviously, how else would they have blessed the rains? I hear they're all about taking some time to do the things we never had. Well, there's nothing 100 men or more could ever do. I drive for Uber on the weekends, and one time a girl who was in her late 20s told me that I was making her uncomfortable. I haven't said a word the whole trip, so I asked how I could make the situation better. She said she didn't like how I kept playing with the fidget stick in the middle of my car. I drive a manual. She then told me that I didn't need to use that because her car didn't have that, and claimed to be a mechanic. Edit. First gold I've ever got, so thank you whoever it was. Second edit. Thank you for second gold. Wow. Little do you know she also drives a manual. You can hear her coming a mile away from her transmission screaming as she does 55 in first. What gear are you in? Gear? The heck do I know about shifting? What gear am I in? I like Adidas. It matches my aesthetic. I don't play with a fidget stick in the middle of my car. It makes me uncomfortable. I came here just for this.